I've been trying to tell y'all that all skin folk ain't kinfolk, but y'all don't believe me. So y'all remember the situation with the therapist, I believe her name is Bree, saying something to the effect that black men needed therapy? And black men were so upset that they went super hard to make sure that sis was terminated from her employer. These are the type of black men that sis was referring to. Now, before anybody comes in my comment section and say, why are you making this about race? Baby, don't ask me that. Ask your ancestors. They made it about race. Now, with that being said, if you're black or brown and you chose law enforcement as your career path, I don't care what you do in law enforcement, please understand that you're never going to be able to get away with the same thing as your white counterparts. So not only are they going to convict you, but they're going to try to make sure that they bury your ass. Now let's get into the nitty gritty of the situation. You see how it's being highlighted that 5 black officers are going to be charged with unaliving Mr. Nichols? Rightfully so, as they should be. But why are they not putting the other officer, in addition to the 2 employees from the fire department, why are they not being put in the limelight? And where are all the Blue Lives Matter and All Lives Matter people at? I'm going to need for y'all to come to the front of the church. The congregation want to know. We got some questions. Because see, right now, all the Blue Lives Matter people are supposed to be getting together, making sure that GoFundMes are in place. Legal fees are already going to be taken care of. They're supposed to be backing their brother in blue. The All Lives Matter people should be outraged. I mean, you guys are supposed to be out there protesting right now, making sure that this young man's family is taken care of for the rest of their life. I mean, you guys are really supposed to be appalled right now, but I don't hear y'all. It sounds like crickets out there to me. Now, the recording from the first body camera, you hear an officer saying, I hope they stomp his, where you at? We need you to come to the front. So all of this goes to show that, number one, this was not the first time that these officers had indulged in this type of behavior. They've definitely done this before at some point in time and have gotten away with it. But they forgot one major detail, that they were not their white counterparts. The reason why I use the word indulge is because when you indulge in something, you enjoy it, right? So if this isn't something that these officers enjoyed doing, they would have never participated. Not only would you have not participated, you would have made sure that the other officers that were involved, you would have tapped them out. And what I mean by tap them out is this. At this county that I used to work for, one of the lieutenants would always say, if you see your fellow officer stepping out of line, becoming unprofessional, you need to go and tap them out. Meaning like, hey, you're doing too much. I'm going to need for you to disengage from the situation. I'm going to step in and I'm going to take over so that the situation will not get out of control. So y'all mean to tell me that not one of these officers had enough common sense, self-control, or professionalism to say, hey, we got to disengage. Not only is this unprofessional, unethical, and just downright diabolical, but this is our own brother. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? What I'm about to say is my opinion for my community. So what's the saying? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. This is exactly why we can't take all of us with us.